Hi, and welcome back to Culinary Experience. So anyway, as I said earlier, we're at the Wayne Scott Studios of LTV. It's a fantastic, fantastic outlet to do cooking shows. And here's the thing about Culinary Experience. We have been on the air for so many years, and we've filmed hundreds of shows in my old studio up Island in Garden City, and now we're here local. And that's what's great, because now Culinary Experience is going to be about you. If you have interest or love a recipe or think you want to come on the show, why don't you email me at info@culinaryexperience.tv or Facebook me, Culinary Experience, the Deli Counter, and send me a recipe, because I'd love to have you on. All right, we've got a nice boil going on our tomato soup, and it's really simple. We're gonna let it go, and we don't need to overcook the tomatoes and boil it down so much. And when we finish it off, you're gonna love this. Let me go on to my goat cheese salad. So we've got our lettuce. I'm gonna cut it up just a little bit more, and we're not gonna need all of this, except here at LTV Studios, we got a big staff. So you never know how many people you have to feed every day, okay? While I'm here, just throw a couple sprigs of basil in here. Can't hurt. Put this back. What I want to take you into now is prepping up our goat cheese. All right. So the goat cheese comes in a log. Simple. I stopped by Schmidt's in Southampton, any cheese store. Everybody's got it. King Cullen's got it. Waldbaum's has got it. And very simple for me. I just cut the plastic, and you don't really want to fight with the cheese because goat cheese is sort of a soft cheese. So we just score the outside, and we separate it and pull it down. The price of a log of goat cheese is about $8.99. Now, when I serve this salad to my guests at home, I typically get 6 slices of goat cheese out of a log. And if you're having 6 people, if you make the slice big enough, as I'll show you we will, you can get enough. But I love the goat cheese so much that I tend to be a little more generous and give them 2 slices. Only because really, oh, here's the garbage. We're still getting accumulated with the kitchen. It really is delicious, and I'm a fatty. So here we go. About maybe a ½ inch. And I'm gonna heat my knife up a little bit because the goat cheese just came out of the refrigerator, and it really is quite, yeah, it's pretty cold. And then while I'm heating my knife up, I'm gonna back over here because our process is olive oil. We need to take a good olive oil, and we're gonna dredge the goat cheese in the olive oil, and then we're gonna make a breadcrumb for it, which I think is gonna blow your mind because I don't use a regular breadcrumb. I cheat. I buy Pepperidge Farm stuffing mix. It's delicious, it has seasoning, and it has less salt, and that's important in today's world. That seems like it's pretty hot to me. Okay? Cut it down. We're gonna lay it in. Simple. And I don't know how many people we have here, but I know someone will show up and eat. Okay, and we'll just lay this here. Okay, really good, very soft, really soft. I've had a lot of baked goat cheeses and in restaurants, and I never really like when they just take the goat cheese and just throw it on top warm. I really like to have a little crust on it. So I'll tell you what, come over here and let's make a crust together. First, we need a couple cloves of garlic. Michael, that smells great. Doesn't that smell good? You can just, the garlic and the onions just coming out. Here we go. This is my old Cuisinart. Had it forever. I need some garlic in here. Yeah, you can't make enough of it. And I'm gonna chop this. I'm gonna need olive oil. This is very quick and very simple. Here's the Pepperidge Farm stuffing mix. And it's on, and I'm just gonna chop. We're a low-budget TV show, so I haven't replaced the Cuisinart yet, but it's still working fine. Little olive oil. Again, I use a really good quality olive oil, and being that it's flavoring your food. The only time I want to use like a light olive oil or a blended oil, meaning 75-25, meaning 75% like a soybean against 25% extra virgin, is when I'm sautéing. When I'm making a salad or a salad dressing, I definitely want to use a good olive oil. Okay, here we go. Pepperidge Farm breadcrumbs. That's all it is. Drop it in, and we mix it again. And then That's it. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna add a little basil to it. Little chopped basil. So here we go. I'll bring this back over. Pour it out. And we wanna add a little bit of color to it. So that's why we're gonna julienne our basil. And that's plenty for what we need right now. So I'll take that here and let's bring it back. Clean that up. Okay, here we go. Gonna need a little bit of salt because there's very little salt in that. And we're gonna need a little more olive oil because we wanna make it wet. Okay, I love olive oil. Love to use olive oil, it's wonderful. I love dipping my bread in it, okay? Then I'm gonna pull off maybe 4 or 5 sprigs of basil. I'll move this over so you can see. And remember to julienne it. Remember to watch your fingers. Cut down and use your knuckle as a guide. So when you're using your knuckle as a guide, you don't have to worry about cutting your finger. That's the trick. You can look away, you can talk on TV, you can talk to your sister, whoever you're hanging around with. And if you're using your knuckle as a guide, you have some safety. Remember to take the danger out of your food. Very important to take danger out of the food. All right, here we go, guys. This is easy now. Throw this all in. Take a wooden spoon. And we really want to make it somewhat wet. I think I'll add a little black pepper. I already pre-crushed my pepper. I actually use a coffee grinder to crack my pepper. And then I have these too. The tomato soup is really getting me, man. I don't know what it is about tomato soup, but it feels so earthy and homey and really good. Okay, sheet pan, we are ready to roll. This baked goat cheese also, just for a clue, is great for an hors d'oeuvre. What you do is you take a little piece, you know, much smaller than I have here, take it out of the olive oil, and you dredge it in your breadcrumb, and you pack it down right here, and you lay it on your sheet pan, just like that. So easy, simple, delicious. But you could take a small portion of this, right? And you put it in the oven, and if you're having a cocktail party for the holidays or whatever, you just put it on a little piece of endive. The tail end, you know, the endive, and it makes such a great hors d'oeuvre because the endive is sturdy enough to hold up for the cheese, and it just melts in your mouth. All right, so as I continue this, we're gonna go to our second little break, and we'll be right back, and we will finish up our baked goat cheese salad and our spicy tomato soup in LTV Studios in Wayne Scott, New York.